Sure. And Edison says that's mine.
The first time in the game, really, Jamil and Matt's been able to go physical with Stones, you know, upset him, be a handful. Up to now, he's not had the right delivery into him, and Matt just to cause that.
Well watched again by Battle. Got a little foot in, just trying to work on shots you see from him. Danilo too much on it. And out of play.
The alternatives available to Pep Guardiola. Ilkay Gundogan.
Again, I think he wanted to come down and not really use his substitutions. You know, you thought he might have had an easier evening, but now, you know, it's been forced upon him. He's got to bring substitutions on. They don't want extra time. They don't want penalty.
They'll always believe they can score. And they might be right, because here's Sane, a game day, and it bounces in. Foden was very clever there not to touch the ball, because he feared he might have been offside, and Sane scores. Day got a lot on it, but not enough to keep it out, and Manchester City take the lead at last.
Well, we saw Sane in the first half hit the crossbar. He had a really, really good chance. The deadlock is broken here at Rodney Parade. It's Sane down the left-hand side. Jesus plays him in. Good run, keeps himself onside, and that's just hit too much power. Jordan is very unlucky. You can maybe be a bit more critical, but you have to remember that is hit with pace and ferocious power from Sane. Very difficult. He's really close in. I don't think it's Joe in the face, so I don't think you can read. Joe Day hits the goalie in the face. I don't think you can be too critical of the Newport goalkeeper there.
Foden was interesting there. I think he thought he might have been in an offside position. As it turns out, he wasn't, but he just let that spin in.
Of course, because if he touches it in, you know, the linesman may well have flagged for offside.
But he was on, John. He was on.
He was on. Well, yeah. There we are. You know, Jesus will obviously take the goal. But as I said, it's hit with such power. Smashes Joe Day in the face. He's got a nosebleed. But City have broke the deadlock. It's took them, what, 52 minutes?
I hope they haven't broken the goalkeeper's nose as well, because it did look like that took the full force of that shot from Leroy Sané.
Well, the easiest thing to say, you just watch it here, Sané. Whoa, that is, he hardly sees that, Joe Day. A lot of people might say, well, the keeper's got to do better. His hands are in front of his face, and it just hits him in the face. Can't do anything about that, in my opinion.
There's plenty of blood around as well. All right, with his wife Lizzie watching, and the 11-day-old twin girls who hit the headlines all around the world. Son Harrison as well. There she is. Can't keep her husband out of the news, can you?
Not at all. Not at all. He's been excellent in Newport's cup run. He really has. Some big saves at crucial times. But I couldn't do a lot about that one.
There was just too much velocity on it, wasn't there?
There was. That's my point. You know, sometimes when it's coming at you, the boys might disagree. You know, Dino and Paul Dickoff, they may well see and say they thought he might have done a bit better. But I'm not too sure. When it's hit with that force of Mane, difficult for the goalkeeper that time.
Looks like they've patched him up okay, Joe Day.
He never really really was an established number one at Peterborough. I think he only made 4 league appearances for them before he became the number one here. Well, the form book is being obeyed in the scoreline at last. It's taken Manchester City a while, but Newport have to be a little careful here. That once the gate is open, it doesn't become a bit of a deluge. Here's David Silva skipping across the mud. Mahrez. Danilo wants his try his luck again. That took a good save from Dade. Recovered all right, because that took a bit of saving.
Yeah, it's hit really hard by Danilo. Comes inside from Mahrez, puts it on his left foot. And that's a good save. Good save from Joe Day. Strong hand. Pushes it out for the City corner. That's right in the corner as well.
Good hit that was.
Was a good hit.
From Danilo. Played towards the back post. Well defended again by Newport. They'll get a corner kick for their pains.
Yeah, Fernandinho's just trying to peel off around the back. Good defending.
Just got to hang on in there a bit, Newport, during this phase of the game. See if they can re-establish themselves. All it was, we've got that corner away. It's coming back quickly again. Zinchenko to Fernandinho. Massive player for Manchester City. Is one they certainly wouldn't want to lose with any kind of injury, with all the big matches coming up in the spring for them. Hasn't always looked right when he's been missing from the team. Newport fans trying to lift their side again. David Silva hid up as always, assessing all the possibilities. He's the only survivor in this team of that 2011 FA Cup final win. Mahrez with a cute little chip. They tried to find Phil Foden. He was quite unselfish. He might have grabbed that goal for himself as the ball dropped around the goal line. Be a good batsman. He'd be a good reader of spin by the look of it.
I know what I would have done.
I know what you would have done as well. Inside by Danilo's gone for the return here. He's hit the post. Manchester City close to a second. Good move too.
Not quite sure whether Joe Day gets his hand on this.
Mahrez going through his box of tricks. Amon back defending.
See this from Danilo maybe, yeah. Danilo goes through. Again, lovely weighted pass. I think Joe Day actually hits it onto the post.
If he did, great save. Hit the woodwork twice, Manchester City. To be fair to them, should have had a spot kick as well, really, first half. Still a great effort from Newport so far, though. This is now becoming a difficult patch in the game. Reality just beginning to crowd in a little on them.
I just think the pressure now is becoming constant. Not a bad, actually, start to the second half for Newport. They broke away with Matt and Amond, but since the goal, you know, Newport have to come and have a goal now. That might exploit the few gaps.
Silva, immaculate control. Said that a few times in his time with the club. Gonna miss him when he's no longer around. Here he is again. Towards Zinchenko, not quite right on that occasion. Lavity can get a foot in. Spoke to a few Newport fans before the game outside. They said, well, if we only lost the game 3 or 4-0, we'd take that. Nobody was predicting that their team was going to knock Manchester City out of the FA Cup.
When you come, here, you see and I, we have the privilege of watching Man City live, several times during the season. It's only when you see them live you appreciate how good the team they are. All over the park, exceptional players.
Kodrak Amon. Can we get Matt in behind? And City very quickly win the ball back, which is of course very much a part of the Pep Guardiola mantra, not only here but with his previous clubs, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, trophy-laden times. Though he never did win the Champions League with Bayern, can he do it with Manchester City this year? Mahrez. City beginning to purr a little bit now. Mahrez on that left foot. Didn't let the shot go, surprisingly, really. It's probably what he's thinking by the look of it.
Well, again, just watch Mahrez here. Look at the trickery. Okay, it comes to nothing. Scratched his shot wide. But Butler actually knows where he is there. But again, he does well in the end. He gets a toe.
Substitution coming up. Tariq Atkinson, who very nearly scored, to be replaced by Josh Sheehan, whose cross set up the equaliser at Middlesbrough in the dying seconds of the game for Matt Dolan. And without that goal, none of this would have happened for Michael Flynn and his team. Free kick goes the way of Manchester City.
David Silva even wins fouls for his team. Incredible, really. He's not wasted a ball today, David Silva. Absolutely joy to watch. Incredible balance, weight to pass. What's a player?
I was seeing on social media the other week, somebody was asking who's the greatest Spaniard to have played in the Premier League. He'd certainly be right up there, wouldn't he?
He would, absolutely. Well, you could argue he's, Man City fans would say he's been their greatest ever player.
In the Premier League era, nobody has played more games for Manchester City than David Silva. Laid off by Jesus. Foden to spread it wide, inch perfect to Mahrez. Even on this difficult surface, City are putting together now some eye-catching